So, you know when you experience something new, or at least new to you, and it has such a profound and lasting effect on you that all you want to do is talk about it, or rewatch it, or think about it, or all three at the same time?
Wasn't that awesome? Please agree with me that that was awesome!
It doesn't happen much, but when it happens, you know it. For me, that really only happens with cinema. Over the years, it's been movies that have inspired me the most to press on and do what I do. And yeah, I guess it's happened a little more often in the last year with everything going on, but it makes no less of an impact. And now it's happened again, with Bo Burnham Inside. His new, I guess you'd call it a comedy special on Netflix that's just an hour-and-a-half long existential crisis.
Oh, it's much more than that.
I've been a fan of his for a long time, since his special What came out almost 10 years ago. I mean, I made a whole video about how great his casting was in a movie last year. But this is something wholly different. This is the type of thing that film was made for. Bo takes advantage of nearly every aspect of filmmaking to tell a very intimate story of his experiences over the course of 2020. A special like this really reveals talent, and Bo Burnham might be one of the most talented people in the industry working today. It's really hard to put into words what's so great about this special. I also really don't want to spoil too much so you can experience it for yourself. Let's see if I can do both. I gotta start with the songs. They're all done so well and they're so catchy that it's virtually impossible for me to pick a favorite. And he has such a wide array of instruments and genres of music he plays. He's clearly put a lot of effort into making every song unique and as memorable as possible. The editing and the shot composition are just so good at keeping momentum up when it comes to the upbeat and sillier songs, while slowing it down when it needs to let a moment linger and make the audience feel the weight of the silence after a song. Yes, it's a still camera a lot of the time, with some slow artificial punch-ins here and there, but Bo knows how to place that camera and how to light everything to make us not only feel his emotional state, but think about our own emotional states over the last year.
I've lost my mind.
The writing is funny and engaging, the acting is hilarious with a hint of raw emotional turmoil thrown in, the production value is simple yet extremely complex and intentional. Just everything about this special is some of the best, most creative filmmaking I've ever seen, and not just for a one-man show. And that's what this is essentially. He wrote it, shot it, edited, directed, starred in it all by himself. This is him. This is his baby that he made in his room for a year.
'Cause I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me.
The special blurs the line between performance and reality better than I think anything I've ever seen. I thought 8th Grade was amazing at showing reality and us at our most vulnerable. I thought the most introspective he'd ever get was the ending of Make Happy. Well, move over those things, cause
taking this to the
Next level!
it starts off with a song that's about at that level of introspection, with everything getting darker and darker by the moment, both literally and figuratively, as the world outside slowly goes from day to night and the lighting becomes more and more artificial. Things go from silly to cynical extremely smoothly, mimicking how all our realities can change so subtly we don't even see it until it all hits us at once and then stresses us out beyond belief. And through everything, he somehow managed to be jaw-droppingly funny and entertaining throughout the whole thing. Everything is timely humor, but not so timely that you can't still watch it in any period and grab meaning from it. There's something to relate to here, no matter who you are. Whether you're turning 30, turned 30, you're growing out your facial hair, you're pessimistic about the worldview, whether you're optimistic about the worldview, whether you just are so sick of everything in social media bogging everything else down. There's so much to latch onto about what he's saying that I can't not recommend this to everyone.
Everyone!
Compared to a lot of comedy specials out there, like Amy Schumer's Leather special, which focuses on rehashing jokes already told by others a million times before without bringing anything new to the table and lacking any kind of real stimulation to it. Bo seems adamant to remain original and unique, trying his best to make things not just funny, but make good art. Or look at any recent Adam Sandler comedy or a lot of Will Ferrell's recent comedies. Stuff gets stale, bogged down by cliches and their unwillingness to differ from a formula that they're just so uninteresting now. Beau's been doing this for a while too, but he sees a need to change his formula and change what jokes he's telling every single time. While a lot of stand-ups and movies in general are just going through the motions, Beau is trying to reinvent his motions. We see in this a man stuck in this persona he released when he was 16, and desperately he both hates and loves this about himself. Everyone and everything he knows is moving on, having kids, turning 30, but he's stuck in this childlike interpretation of himself he created. He's even starting to believe that's who he is. And the lyrical flips he puts in so subtly from beginning to end, like going from I'll tell you a joke to please tell me one, cause he's just so sick of this year of his life. This year of all our lives. He needs healing just like the rest of us do, but since he's the one trying to make us feel better, he doesn't have someone to help him feel better. But at least he's found a way to channel that pain into his work, which is really the best anyone can do at this point. Give yourself a task and focus on that and try not to let the rest overwhelm you. I mean, that's kind of exactly what I did over the last year when I started recording videos.
Wow, you two are practically twins.
Yeah, I wish.
The emotions on display just get more and more raw as he slowly strips off these layers, and his mane just keeps getting longer and longer. He's reflecting on himself, his own past, his present, to reveal who he really is to us. Or is this how he feels? Seriously, I still have no idea if this is just a piece of art or if he's acting out what he's written. Is it a part of this narrative he's woven together, or is it just disparate parts of vaguely thrown together pieces that I myself have thrown meaning into through my own experiences of the last year? Or is it all of the above? I don't know.
That's the point, Yolanda.
And that's what all the best narrative pieces do successfully. You see him get to work. You see him get creative. You see all the moments in between. You see him break down with loneliness. You see him break down equally as hard when he realizes he has to give up that loneliness, just like I'm sure a lot of us did when we realized we have to re-enter society from all of our caves again. By the end, we try to leave that part of us inside, but it will always be there, inside of us. The last year happened and we will never, ever let it go, and that is so well represented by Beau here. Fuck me. I'm trying to rack my brain here to find a flaw, and I just can't think of one. It's just so damn good. Seriously, go watch it and watch it and watch it again. You could even watch it just for the songs alone. But there is oh so much more to love. The lighting, sound design, aspect ratio changes, the editing. I already mentioned that. Sorry, it's just hot damn, Beau. Nice work.
This was literally the most beautiful and moving thing that I have ever heard.
And yeah, it'll probably mean more to you if you've seen his other specials and you know who Bo Burnham is. Then, god damn it, get to know him. He's made the best film of the year so far. And yeah, it's a film. It's a fucking film. I'll fight you to the death if you argue otherwise. He's truly a one-of-a-kind talent, and I, for one, am really, really excited to see where he goes next. But even me, sitting here, reading this thing I wrote about Bo Burnham, claiming to know what this special is all about, I don't. Like he himself said, I don't even know the half of it. This is just my experience of it, because the only person who really knows Bo is Bo. He's an individual, and I don't pretend to know as a statement of fact exactly who he is and what he's going through. I just know he's a great goddamn artist, and I'm just so happy he's here to give us his human experience that any one of us could feel a connection to, one that can make us just a little happier.
Thank you. Good night. I hope you're happy.
Hey now, it's about to be a showdown.